let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, Ben and Sierra, basically, they've been talking about the baby thing ever since before they got married. Now they married. Now they haven't even much got a month in yet. Now Sierra pushing and rushing for a baby all of a sudden. Ben was okay and cool with the baby talk all of a sudden, but now he's thinking of his mental illness. You know, he got a body or two under his belt. He got three bodies under, what is it, 3 or 4 bodies under his belt. Yeah, he don't want no part of that now all of a sudden. After his history and his mental illness running in his family, yeah, I don't think he want no parts of having a baby. And Sierra, y'all only been together for a few weeks now. Y'all ain't much got a month in good since y'all got back together because they thought you was dead. Now you back all of a sudden. It ain't much been a month yet. Could you wait for a month yet before you talk about having a baby? And with Ben history, yeah, I think he changed. Yeah, I think he cured, but yeah, with his DNA and his past, mental health and mental illness is real or whatever. And I'm just saying, ain't nobody in being feminist great. I mean, I'd be scared too if I was being, because you never know, you might get a 50-50 shot. Yeah. With his history, his dad history, and all that abuse he got growing up, yeah, I'll table that conversation like being said, and give it a few years. When he calm, cool, and collected, and he ain't thinking of his past and all that abuse he went through, and his bodies he got under his belt when he lost his mind. Yeah, that's just enough for me to say I don't blame Ben. Like, it would be nice to see y'all, being parents. That would be a great thing for us to see. I don't think Ben want to take that roll of that dice. I mean, it just and you never know what type of number you gonna roll, or with y'all two DNA mixed up. We know you all hope. We know Ben is, I can say he's different from his daddy, but how far different would he be if he become a dad? It's a whole lot of questions and a whole lot that need to be answering. If I was you, Sierra, I wouldn't want to play around in that gene pool. I'm just saying, I wouldn't want to play around with it, but it's you. If you want to have a baby, by all means, it could go wrong, it could go right. You never know which way the dice might roll, or you never know what number you might get. You might get a monopoly, and you might end up going to jail directly kind of card. Sierra, good luck. That's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to give y'all too much because I love y'all both and I love y'all being together. I'm just saying, I'm with being there with that whole, I'm with being. Even though I wouldn't be too worried about it because you got help, you changed with the help of Marlena, and first sign you see of that, you can always run to Marlene and put your son straight in the. I mean, y'all got help and option out there. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad, I want to say, but I think it's kind of worth it. In my opinion, that's a very big shot that the baby could turn out, a part two of being, and there's a big shot that the child might come out, not like his daddy and his grandfather. So, yeah, there's a shot though, but if y'all wouldn't have taken it, I'm willing to ride with y'all. I mean, there's a big shot and there's a possibility it might not be. I mean, many people have had these type of options. Many people have had these options before and it turned out right for them. So it can't go wrong for y'all with y'all love story y'all got going on. Romeo and Juliet and all the other stuff. So it might end up working out for y'all for the better. I can't say it won't work out for y'all. It might work out for y'all in the right direction y'all want y'all to go in. So it might work out. Gabby, I'm about sick of you. I'm so sick of you. I'm about sicker of you than I am with Gwen. You and Gwen, y'all should become friends because y'all act so much alike. And Gabby, how you homeless calling yourself telling somebody else to move out? You sure got a whole lot of energy and you sure enough got a whole lot of amount from you for you to be homeless. You thought you was going to a mausoleum. You end up coming back home. And with Rafe, you should have, Rafe, I'm disappointed in you. You should have spoken up sooner than what you spoken up. The first time you saw Gabby and her rude, disrespectful self talking to Ava like that, you should have got in there and shut her up immediately. She basically your guest, you're not her guest. How you gonna sit there and allow Gabby, your sister that's homeless, if it wasn't for you, tell you what to do and sit there and talk to your girlfriend that way? Don't you know I would have been showed Gabby the door? I wouldn't have waited this long to tell Gabby, you gonna shut your mouth while you in here. You ain't have to be paying no mortgage, you ain't paying no... Gabby, shut up. But then again, y'all done let Gabby got away with so much, and Rafe, she run over you when she want to manipulate you any way she want to. So I'm not surprised or shocked now you putting your foot down with Gabby. If she was my sister, she wouldn't be living with me. If she was my sister, that mouth of hers, she'll know when to use that mouth and know when not to use that mouth, especially not in my house. Like you said, you paying the mortgage, not her. It's funny how you got a whole company, but you basically homeless. If it weren't for Rafe, where would you be at now? Where would you be living at? Where would you be sleeping at? Where would you be eating at? Everybody else living in the Salem Inn. Everybody else living somewhere. You living with your brother and got the biggest mouth in the house. I hope you paying bills with this mouth because you writing a whole lot of checks. Rafe should have been cashed out on your behind. I'm just saying. Rafe, I don't feel sorry for you because you didn't let your sister got away with that mouth all this time now. Now all of a sudden you want to speak. And if Ava had any common sense, Ava would have been put a stop to that if she had any sense. Because I wouldn't sit there and let his sister disrespect me like that. I move out. Your sister got a big mouth. You know, I move out. You can't see me when you not around your sister. Now all of a sudden he want to put his foot down now. Rave. See, this is the problem with Gabby. Y'all let her get away with everything. You let her manipulate you. You let her basically run you. You just decide now to open your mouth about your sister and how she treating Ava. Like I said, Ray, whatever. When you did that and I told her to apologize, I said, what, give her 2 more seconds or give her the next scene over and she gonna be doing this all over again. You know your sister ain't gonna stop. You know your sister is a loose cannon in the sport, Brad. You already know next scene, next day or whatever, she gonna be right back on Ava case again, calling her every name but a child of God. You already know your sister cannot she cannot control that mouth and you ain't trying to put a muzzle on it when it comes towards Ava. You let her sit up there disrespect your girlfriend. Like I said, if Ava would have had enough common sense, Ava would have been told you, I ain't gonna sit in this house and be disrespected. I leave. I rather leave. I rather be homeless. Screw that. I rather go on and stay in the Sailor Men before I let her of all people sit here and call me all, calling me a mob princess and calling me all this, that, and the third, like her record squeaky queen clean. So I don't get it, but right, if you waited all this time to say something to your sister now, ain't nobody impressed. Really, ain't nobody impressed. She been running her mouth ever since Edward been living there, and now all of a sudden, now you want to put your foot down. Now you want to step on her coattails and tell her to stop. After all this time then passed, after all the disrespect didn't happen, and if Ava ever got smart with Gabby, there's a reason why. It's because your sister and her big mouth and don't know when to shut it up. I get smart with her too and wouldn't hush. And Gabby, if I was you, I'd sit down somewhere trying to take over somebody's company. Like I said, and like I said, you might get your hee-hees and your ha-has here, but Gabby, have you ever noticed with your history? Every time you go to do something, you might get away with it for the first 2-3 weeks or so, and then it goes downhill and don't work out for you. Have you ever noticed that you failed at all your missions you ever sought out to do? Remember the whole Abigail, how you want to drive her crazy? Yeah, you drove her crazy, but look how long that lasted for you. Remember the whole Julie pacemaker thing and how that was going so good for you till you got arrogant and cocky and then it started to go downhill? Everything you touch or everything you do, Gabby, it always backfire and downfall on you and you go tumbling down the hill like a snowball. If I was you, I'd stop coming up with schemes because they never work out for you. I have yet to see one full successful scheme from you yet. You might get away with it with the first 4 or 5 run-ins, but the other 5, oh, they all straight outs for you and you lose the race. So I'm just saying, Gabby, if I was you, I'd stop the scheming because you and your schemes, they might work for you a few weeks or so. Then the arrogance start to kick in. Then you start getting too cocky. Then you start shooting off at the mouth. Then you start being sloppy, making mistakes, get caught up. Then you sit up here looking stupid when somebody mention jail to you. Then here you go, killing Ariana. What about my daughter? What about Gabby Chic? And I hope Philip take Gabby Chic away from you, because I'm tired of you using that as a scapegoat for you and your daughter. Like I said, we ain't seen Ariana since she went to Arizona, and you managed to manipulate your daughter somewhere in that conversation, and Gabby Chic in that conversation to get everything you want every time. Oh, what about my daughter? Oh, what about Gabby Chic? Oh, Gabby Chic is Ariana legacy. I'm so tired of hearing them lines from you, and I'm so sick and tired of hearing you use those two as a little scapegoat for to clear up all your problems from you. Them the only lines you know. And especially when you get in trouble, what about Ariana? That show you just how long I've been watching you scheming and failing. That them the only 2 lines you got. You found the new line after you got Gabby Chic, but I'm hoping Philip take Gabby Chic for you for good. Cause at this point, you don't deserve that you don't deserve that whatever you calling that, and you don't deserve your daughter at this point because the way you use them as bargaining chips and the way you use them for excuses of what you doing and what you trying to get yourself out of when you get caught up, it's sickening. Really, it is. And Jake, I hope you enjoyed that little piece of Gabby. Because Gabby willing to do anything and everything to get what she wants. Even if it means hurting or harming somebody or maiming somebody, she gonna do it. You say you're not that type of person today, or Wednesday or Tuesday. You said you're not that type of guy. Funny you say You want to get out the mob business and all that pressuring and all that you saying that you hated and despised in the mob and you did and beating up people and bullying up people, but you're dating the biggest bully in Salem or trying to date the biggest bully or the wannabe bully in Salem, I should say, because she ain't no bully. All somebody got to do with this. Gabby ain't no bully, so I ain't gonna give her that credit. I ain't gonna call her no bully, cause she ain't bullying nobody. Like I said, you say you want to get away from the Philly live in the mob. You're dating the mob all over again. Have you not heard what Gabby did? Have you not heard that Gabby done killed somebody before? Had you not known that Gavin and drove somebody crazy and all that? You say you want away from the mob stuff or anything involving the mob and you don't want no ties to none of that. Gabby is the mob by herself and she the mob boss. So you lost me with that when you said that you want to work with our life, you don't want to pressure nobody or blackmail nobody and all that. What do you think Gabby doing right now? Do you think she having casual conversation? Do you think she's trying to ease her way into the company all friendly and all smiles and laugh and shaking her booty? What do you call this Gabby doing now? But you said you don't want to relive none of the stuff that happened in the mob, the bullying and all that, and you about basically fighting people and all that, and you're dating the worst person in Salem for you to say that. We noticed how you got shooken up when Gabby asked you about the mob and asked you, can you go and beat somebody up or rub somebody up? You told her, no, absolutely not. You see how far Gabby would go to get anything she want, and that didn't scare you at all? See, Jake, you contradiction yourself. Because if she gonna ask you about your past history and the mob and tell you to do this job for you, and you told her absolutely not, you don't want no parts of that or that lifestyle, and she's woman enough to ask you this for a job to take over somebody else's company, wouldn't I would have told you, I'm basically dating the mob, there's only one member and there's Gabby? Just a thought, that's all. You say you don't want no part of the mob and none of them ties. Gabby is the mob by herself. You know how people she done did stuff too that can consider mob activity, but you don't want no parts of the mob. Okay, Drake. Like I said, y'all ain't gonna last long. See, Jake, I actually like you because you actually have a heart. That demon that you dating in that wig and that tight stuff she like to wear and them tight skirts she like to wear, that is a whole demon in a red dress. You over there dating her, loving her and all that, y'all ain't gonna last long because you actually have a heart. That demon over there don't have no heart. As you notice, you don't think it run for you yet. But it's gonna rain for you and you're gonna realize that Gabby don't mean you no good. She the worst person in Salem you can ever date. Because she gonna bring you up and she gonna need you. And if she needs you to fight somebody or beat somebody up, oh trust and believe, she gonna want you there and you gonna be there to beat them up or rough them up or whatever she wants you to do to them. See, Gabby don't care what she do just as long as she don't get caught. And with you with your mob ties and you said you was the muscle and you was the one around here getting the money for the people for protecting them, for protecting their stove. You know that hush money, how you know the mob way they go around asking them do they want protection and they pay them their cut and you be the one going around beating them up. Don't think for 1 second that devil won't tell you to go beat somebody up. Because she will, trust me, she gonna try you. She's gonna try you and push her buttons. Gabby ain't nobody friend, and unfortunate for you, if y'all somehow happen to get tight, trust and believe she gonna push you out the window, Jake. So you enjoy Gabby now. And all her sets and all her little tight stuff she wearing, and you know, and her little skimpy skirts, enjoy all of that. Sooner or later, Gabby is going to push you out of the way to get exactly what she want. That's if she don't be arrogant and cocky like she normally be and mess her own behind up. So you enjoy that. You have fun with that. Just know it ain't gonna last very long. Y'all ain't gonna last very long. Cause you got a heart. That demon ain't got no heart. That just like Gabby playing as Marlene the demon. See, you have a heart in the soul. Gabby ain't got none. Gabby is black inside with a black heart. So you have fun with that, Jay. I'm just saying, you have fun. This Marlena and the demon thing, it really didn't give too much. I mean, there wasn't really there besides Marlena trying to make Doug hush. And she was going to suffocate him with a pill, and then Eli walked in there on her, and Marlena fighting and the demon talking, and it didn't really give much this week, or maybe they get something today or Friday, but it didn't really give too much of nothing to talk about really. I'm waiting for the good stuff when it comes to that, so but it didn't really give nothing besides that one little scene, and Johnny pushing it, and he want to write the story anyways. And Chanel was talking to him about it seeing one side, and you said this is about your mother's story, but you want to entertain the Marlena stuff and the demon and all that, but you want to talk more about Marlena than Sammy, so it doesn't make sense. And she trying to stop you from writing the story. Yeah, it really didn't give too much. Chanel, quick question. When have you not or ever in your life not pushed the gas on all your relationships? When? When have you not gave up the goods? Now all of a sudden you trying to be a good girl all of a sudden? When did this started happening? Oh, that bug Allie put in your ear is really sitting there, huh? Cause you don't know how you want to play this. But I bet you it was either Eli, Theo, or one of them other ones, or Xander. I bet you all push your foot on that gas real quick and go on about your business. Oh, you want to take this slow because you don't know if this true or not what Ellie told you about her brother. So you trying to play it slow, you trying to wait till you can test him out enough to see is he really a player or is he really like you like that, like you like, oh, okay. So that bug's still in your ear and you scared to make a move because you're scared he might be trying to play you or he might be trying to use you for your body. So now you want to take it slow. You're doing a whole lot of kissing for somebody that want to take it slow. I'm just saying, you want to put the foot on the gas, but then you catch yourself and slam on the brakes. Thank God you got your seatbelt on. Otherwise, you'll be flying through the windshield. So I'm just saying, you want to take it there and put your foot on the gas, but then you catch yourself like, oh, I'm ready to do it. Then you hurry up and put your foot on the brake, and you every time you try. So do we want to do it? Do we don't want to do it? Are we scared what Ellie said, or are we just trying to take things slow? Because y'all that swapped enough spit enough to come up with y'all own child. I'm just saying, there's a whole lot of kissing going on. You know what kissing leads to. Y'all playing games. Maybe he isn't a player, maybe he is a player. It ain't like you ain't never got played before. I mean, the whole Xander thing where you thought Xander was rich and found out he wasn't rich. The whole Theo thing when you ain't had nowhere else to go and you were trying to use him for his money. It's funny how you don't know how to act when it comes to Johnny. You don't know whether to put your foot on the gas. You don't know whether to put your foot on the brake. You right here in the middle. You don't know if you should put your foot on both of them, the gas or the brake. You just putting your feet on both of them, but you want to kiss him. You like him, but you don't want to give him your body just yet, but you want to kiss him and touch him, but you don't want to be played or used like you haven't been used or played before. So which one we gonna give in, Chanel? Are we gonna take it slow like you said, or we gonna continue to kiss this man again and get this man all riled up, thinking he finna get some and he end up not getting none at the end? Cause just so you know, a man ain't gonna sit around and wait for you forever. Johnny got other options out there, just so you know. So if you want to test the player waters or you want to test the relationship waters, I suggest you start dipping your feet in one of them and start moving around and let your hair down and get your head wet. Because this man not gonna keep on playing with you. Either we gonna win this race together, or we gonna race. I'ma get out and leave you and I'ma leave you and let you know. Well, we gonna do one of the two. This man not gonna let you keep on teasing him. And he have every right to move on with his life. This man not gonna let you keep on kissing him and touching him. This man showing you that he love you and he like you. At least you can do is, show him that too. But you scared to take that, which I can kind of understand why you wouldn't want to jump there yet. But you got to show this man something, and quick. Because men get bored very quickly. I don't know if you notice or not. And kissing on this man got this man thinking that y'all fit, cuddle, have sex, and then you upset that man, disappoint that man. You better pick a pool and you better put your feet in there and you better get comfortable. Because next time you think you're going to see him, you're going to see him with another woman. And won't nobody blame him at all because you were playing around with this man this whole time. It's okay to kiss. It's just like it's time for you to make up your mind at this point and decide what you're going to do. That's the problem. So make up your mind. Find what you're going to do. Xander and Gwen, another wasteless scene. Really, another wasteless scene. Gwen heartbroken, full of guilt, trying to get Xander off, but don't want to tell on herself. Xander telling her, no, save yourself, I'll take the fall for you. She don't feel like it, and it's killing her that she got to sit back and watch this happen to you, and she can't do nothing. So now all of a sudden she want to help him. Gwen, the best thing you can do is come clean. I mean, when are your lies gonna stop? And your lies not gonna stop him. You forgot AJ. I mean, Xander was trying to save you. That man did die of natural causes. Xander the one that got rid of the body. Even though you didn't have no involvement with getting rid of the body, you helped cover up the evidence when you helped him wrap that body up. So I'll let Xander take this fall, besides for me going down with him for murder. Cause once you did what Xander did to that body, oh yeah, it's a murder charge. So while you trying to save him by coming clean, saying, oh, it's my fault you're into this. Oh, it's sure my fault. Oh, I wish I can get you out. Oh, I wish I can bribe the judge into letting you out. Whether you come clean, whether you tell Jack the truth, whether you do all of that, guess where you gonna be at, sweetheart? Sitting right there beside Xander. So, are you going to save yourself and let Xander take the fall, or are y'all both going to take the fall? Yes, he covered in lie for you, but you also help him get rid of the body and help him, get rid of the evidence. So, you're going down with him, sweetheart. So, pick and choose your battle. At this point, pick a battle, pick a struggle and choose it wisely. Cause at this point, they're just wasting time and scenes showing you at this point. So pick a struggle. Are you gonna tell your dad the truth, or are you gonna go down for murder with Xander and also tampering with evidence and all that other good stuff that go along with a murder charge? Which one you gonna take? Cause y'all both can go down and you can let him go down. Either way, ain't there one of y'all gonna be free. So pick and choose a struggle. And Jack, man, you wasn't in the first, first, man, you was never on good terms. I'm beginning to like your character a whole lot more. I just want you to stop being foolish, Jack, at this point. For real, I know you happy that Gwen, your daughter, I know that's an exciting thing. You got another daughter to love on and care for and all that. I know that's exciting and all that. Gwen had proven to be a liar. Why would you go around telling Abigail this story that Gwen told you? Now, Jack, I hate for you to walk around here looking like a fool because you done went around here telling everybody Gwen's side of the story on why this man had her selling drugs and all that. And then the truth come out and you walk around here looking like an idiot. Jack, now I'm starting to like you all over again. I've been liking you ever since the grandma, Abigail grandma came into town. Now I'm liking you all over again, Jack. Please don't go down as the biggest idiot in Salem, believing Gwen in her lies. Please do not do that to yourself, Jack. You are a well-respected man that runs a newspaper. You want to be respectful and trustworthy and get straight to the truth and the facts. You are not doing that now with your lying behind daughter. Get to the truth and stop believing this bull that your daughter then fed you about this story with Dr. Snyder before you run around here looking like a fool, or even a bigger fool for what these lies she then told you. That's all I want you to do, Jack, is get the facts, get the truth. Not a bunch of BS your daughter then fed you. Then when the truth come out, you're gonna be around here looking like the biggest idiot of Salem because you saw him and decided to believe lies, even though Steve then told you that it ain't what it seems and your daughter is guilty of selling drugs. You need to go talk to Steve again and get the facts and the truth. And not believing a whole lot of hogwash your daughter then fed you. Please, Jack. Nicole and EJ, last part and I'm done. EJ, if you don't go sit your behind down somewhere, I know why you want to date Nicole all of a sudden. And when I saw that fall preview, I said, oh my God, here go another ex going out to another sloppy ex. You call, what them names you were calling Sandman? Nicole ain't far from it. Now, why would you want to date her even though you know she cheated on Eric? I know you don't like Eric or whatever. Why would you want to go back to Nicole of all people? Have you forgotten half of the stuff y'all done to each other over the years of y'all dating and marriage and all that? I was there through it all, unfortunately. I remember it like it was yesterday, the blackmail, all the shameful and crazy stuff y'all did to each other. Nicole revenge, EJ revenge, how y'all almost wiped each other. Do you really want to go back through that again with Nicole? Nicole is worse than Sammy, but 10 times worse. Nah, I think you want to go with Nicole to make piss Sammy off. That's what I'm thinking you're doing. Nicole petty enough to go with it because she's petty and Nicole and Sammy see EJ on Nicole. Well, Sammy see EJ with Sammy. Oh, that will rile Sammy up for the whole year. Even though I would love to see that, Nicole, Think of all the stuff you and EJ ever did to each other. Even from the first time y'all was married. Think about it. Think about that and go all the way to the end of y'all marriage, of every marriage y'all had. Think about it, Nicole. Have you forgotten how all the ways EJ embarrassed the clown? Nicole, don't you do it. Don't you do it. That's the worst thing you can do in your life, if to get EJ another shot at you and he embarrass you again. Please don't do it. Brady tried to warn you. So if you want to go on here with it, you know what, you going on here with it. I just sit back and watch the fireworks. To be quite honest, I would like a part, whatever y'all married, whatever marriage is gonna be, or whatever relationship part is gonna be. I'm here for it, whether y'all do it or not. So if y'all do it, you know what? I'll be here for it. I'll be here for all the backstabbing, all the mess, all the accusations, all the getting him back, all the tit for tat. I'm here for it all. So if y'all want to go ahead, by all means, go right on ahead. I won't stop y'all at all. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.